أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. The last week of the Ramadan, I have some little my diabetic issue. Actually, I'm not a diabetic, but I have a low blood sugar problem. So I have had some dumps. My sugar is dumping sometime less than 30. So I try to have one video every day, but due to my health issues, I'm not make it. I'm sorry if I just not I just know just American English. So if I have some issue in some of my friends, if they have some, I have some errors or I have some mistake or pronunciation issues. So I have sorry in advance. So first of all, I want to talk about youngsters on social media. I share one very seasoned journalist. He share one photograph, and that photograph is the Israeli aircraft is they arrive with medical goods and some other things, maybe medicines or testing kits, COVID-19. They arrived to a Turkey, Ankara airport. So I counter check it. I check Turkish media online. I search it on a Google, and I confirm it, and then I share that photograph. Unfortunately, we are our youngsters. They have maybe they have a degrees, but they did not have a knowledge. Degree did not give you a knowledge. Degree is just you have just a piece of paper, maybe, but sometime you did not have a knowledge. The issue is the sum of young social media activists. They declare me I am a supporter of the Qadianis. They are very easy in Pakistan. You declare anyone kafir, mushrik, and are a Qadiani, are a supporter of the Qadiani, are a Jewish agent. It's very easy, but you prove it. When I said Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad, and my belief is, how can I don't need a certificate. Some of the stupid kid on social media, I did not need his certificate. He gave me a certificate. I am a Muslim or not. He put a finger on my faith. So now, yeah, that's one thing because I face it today, and I'm shocked. I feel very bad, and I very humbly I sent them a request. I said, please you counter check it. You have a research, but our youngsters have a problem. They just believe on a Google Baba. So they all is followers of the Google Baba. So what is a Google Baba said? They said that's okay. They did not have, there's no more, they did not read the books, they did not try to get the knowledge, they did not read a history. So try to read an actual history. And like I mentioned it, Israel, Turkey have a diplomatic relation with the Israel. And Ankara have the Israeli embassy is working in Ankara, and the Turkish embassy working in Jerusalem. And Turkish airline also, they have operations with Israel, and Israeli airline, official airline, have operations with the officially operation with the Turkey. That's not a new thing. So maybe it's a new thing for a newborn babies, not for people who know about little bit about a history. The issue is, no, I want to talk about that. Pakistan, India, and Israel. Oh, sorry, Pakistan, India, and America. Right now, here is Express International, is a foreign newspaper. They have a headline: "The World War III fear, warning India may invade Pakistan territory, dragging China into conflict." This is the headline of the Express, and that's a statement of the Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of the India. Pakistan have he have some defense meeting in Delhi, and there is they have that verdict. Problem is, Pakistan Indian military issue is not a new thing. This is a start with 1947 with the partition, and we have one mistake. I think it's a political and diplomatic mistake we have. We choose United States. I have one meeting with the Russian ambassador, and His Excellency told me. I said Israel, like we have, the told history by the government of Pakistan, and the textbook history. They are the Russian cancelled Nawabzada Liaquat Ali Khan a visit, but I'm surprised when His Excellency Ambassador of the Russia, he told me, he said no, he said they are wrong. If you are visiting Moscow, we have an official letter in a museum. The Pakistani government officially informed the Russian government we are at that time at that time is a USSR, so they inform a USSR officially we are not make it a visit of the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan, and Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan take a flight to the Washington. Now, our problem is right now, if we see India and India-America trade war, and China-America trade war, and India-China conflict, so there must be impact. They make an impact on Pakistan. It's not possible that conflict is not make impact on Pakistan. We need we prepare. We are prepare ourselves for some of the misadventure from Indian side. That's especially for a defense side, a military side. Other thing is, our problem is with the China and United States. In the same time, we cannot afford, we are leave either is a China or a United States. Over 70%, I think, if I am not wrong, because I have our figures, last year figures. So it's around about a 70% over exports is still into the United States. From China, we have just imports, just maybe a couple things. We have export to the China. We have a more than we have a more import than export with China. China, we have a problem with. China is our strategic partner. We have a military ties, and we have a strategic issues, and we have many other things with the China. But other side, Russia. This other side is the United States. United States and his European allies, they have an influence on international financial institutions like IMF, World Bank, and others. So, like ADB also, Asian Development Bank, because through Japan, Americans have an influence on ADB even. So our problem is we are same time we are not leave China, and we are not leave India. United States, because our lot of workers is working in United States, and we also have a trade with the United States. We also have a lot of military aids and civil aids and different social programs aids. So, and many loans issue. So we have a financial. Our problem is we are a tie-up financially with the United States, and strategically we are a tie-up with the China. So we are in a crucial situation. We are at same time we are make a happier both. So that's I think we need a change of policy, and China and the United States trade war. Yes, there are maybe little bit affect us, but not much. My information is United States of America already. They already have some of the arrangements, like they move some of the companies because United States, within the United States, they have issues, tax issues, and other. They have a very strict laws, labor laws, and other things. So that's the reason the production units they did not want the manufacturer. They did not want they have a production units in the United States because the cost goes so high. So for cheaper goods, United States came, and United States investors came in China, and they have a cheaper labor here, and they have a cheaper products and low price products. But now the situation started changing. The United States of America, they are trying to settled production units in South America, from Chile to Mexico, and Europe. The German Chancellor, I heard her one of the speech last year, I think, and she said now it's a time we have our own production units. So I think there are the European Union and American European allies. They have East Europe. There are poor states like Georgia, like Romania, like Poland, and there is no laws, labor laws strict like Britain, like Sweden, like Italy, like other European countries, and are Scandinavians. So they have a cheaper labor there. And now, is my feeling, is my opinion is, Russian again start looking the European market, because the iron, they have a lot of iron, and the petroleum products, natural gas, electric, and extra, like that things. So etc., etc. So they have they are looking from because Russia have a land route with the European through Ukraine. So Russian want to use that route through Ukraine and through some of the other Central Asian states. So Russia is no more in the game, I think. It's my personal opinion, because I feel from last 1 year or more than that, Russia is no more interested in a CPAC or other things. He's no more interested in like that things. Secondly, the European countries, because the East Europe, I think a lot of East European countries, they have Russian as a second language, so they are comfortable with them. Russian is comfortable with them, and they are comfortable with Russians. So now we come in on Pakistan and China. So CPEC is little bit complicated and little bit controversial, because of the details come out, the CPEC agreement, and the Pakistani government, former government, the Nawaz Sharif government, they are trying, they are tell to the Pakistani people, they told the Pakistani people they are a gift and this and that, and we are not, this is not a loan, and blah blah blah. But now we know that they are a huge, we are also provide a land, and we also have a huge loans from China to complete a CPEC. But still CPEC route is not completed, and is many import very strategically important sectors is still is not they're just stuck, nothing going on there. Now is also some of the electric, because in Pakistan electricity is a big problem due to the rates. We are buying I think a world highest rates electric. So Chinese under the CPEC agreement, Chinese have a Chinese committed. Chinese have a commitment. They are install a power plants, and Pakistan have a cheaper. Pakistani people have a cheaper electric. So I think they are a very right now. We are need a very we need a, I mean, some of very some of I mean, we are in a stuck between two powers, and now we need to take a decision. Can we make it which one is a better for a Pakistan and a Pakistani people, not for anyone else. So either we are totally I mean well, I skipped a word. We are total neutral. We are a total neutral in a India, in a United States and China trade war, or we are goes with the one of them, either United States or China. Now is the time we are take a decision. Last thing, I think we need it. A couple of days back I have a talk with some of the friends, and we have a comparison between India and Pakistan, and why India is successful and Pakistan have problems and this and that in other countries, and Europe and United States and Middle East. So problem is diplomacy. Our diplomacy is very poor. We are very poor in diplomatic side. Our career, we appoint a career diplomats as ambassador. But problem is every government, they appoint retired bureaucrats, generals, and the blue eyes, they appoint them as ambassador in a different countries. Even some of the very strategically very important countries, we appoint there the person as an ambassador who did not know anything about the diplomacy. It's a dilemma. So we need it. We check about that, and we take it serious now, and we are provide the chance of the young career diplomats, and we are appoint them as an ambassador, not retireds. We have everywhere. Sorry to say, we have sorry, my cat is again is disturbing me like every day. So they are bugging me. So problem is, we have a retired is everywhere in Pakistan. Is every department. So if we are leave one department only, diplomacy, the foreign office. So we are have a merit. We are imposed a merit on a foreign office. I think we get a better results. And I give you one example. Malaysia is our friend, but when they wanna buy a rice, they have a 100,000 million ton rice they want to buy, they have an agreement with India. Where is the over commercial attachee in a, what is our commercial attachee in Malaysia? What are they doing? What is our ambassador is doing? Minimum you call Mr. Prime Minister and Mr. Foreign Minister, Mr. Qureshi. Minimum you call them and ask and even minimum send them a letter and tell them they give explanation. You call, you send them explanation calls. He'll explain it, what they are doing. How can India get that? So we need it. Now we need a professional diplomats, and for God's sake, minimum provide the chance of the young career diplomats. They are become ambassadors. They are become your real ambassadors, not like we call it a parchi. Not a parchi ambassadors. Parchi ambassadors, you've seen in what they are doing in 72 years. So, on a diplomatic side, we accept it, yes, in an open heart and mind. We have failed in a diplomatic side. So we need it. We have a restructure over diplomatic side, and we are provide the career diplomats. We are appoint the career diplomats as ambassadors. So thank you very much for watching, and inshallah next time I think I have many mistakes, and I'm sorry for that. So next time I try to have some better English class. So thank you very much for watching, and take care. Take care of yourself, your family, your friends, and again on the end of because now we are in need give a proof. We need to provide them a proof that young pups, we are also Muslim. You are not you are not a ठेकेदार, you are not the ठेकेदार of the Islam. So Allahumma salli wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallam taslima. So again next time, after I try to, in English I try once a month or once a week. So next time I need also your suggestions. So next time inshallah we are talk about again the Pakistan and United States and India and China relations. They are very important, and till that time, Khuda Hafiz.